you to it.
Okay, guys. So we're doing the Summer Sunshine Box Kit. So your box comes in. It's got all the pretty sunflowers, blueberries, mix of wildflowers in it. It's also going to have some floral wire for you and a couple yards of ribbon. Just lay all your product out. You can do the bouquet, you can do the wreath, but today we're going to do a door down swag, or not just for a door, you could do it from like a side lantern or on a side wall. It's also pretty on a gate. This would be another option. So if you choose to do the down swag, you're gonna need your wire. You don't actually need wire cutters because we've already pre-cut these stems for you. So I like to just go ahead and start on a table using gravity to hold my product up. I'll just grab a few of these stems. I want to grab basically one of each, like one sunflower, one of this little mini sunflower, a little bit of this dill. Here's like a long seed spray, a little bit of eucalyptus, and a little bit of a wild daisy. And I'm going to just layer those in my hand, take a little bit of wire, and I'm making one bouquet. I'm gonna just wrap those stems up, pull as tight as I can, and twist those stems. And I'll even leave those exposed so I can use these later. I'm gonna grab a few more stems. Again, one or two sunflowers. Maybe I'll pull a white into this one. Ooh, I'm gonna do the bigger one. Little mini daisy. I wanna have some a little bit longer, some a little bit shorter, so that everything is visible. And I'm just making a little more of the seed spray, a little more of the dill. I'm gonna make one more little bundle just like the one before. Taking that wire, pulling it around the stems, tight, and twist, leaving those two wires exposed. So now all I have to do is take that one bundle I just finished. I can use those wires that I had on my last bundle, and I can just layer these stems in, do a nice little twist. And here I go again. One more bundle, sunflower or two. I try to have one on top of the other so everything's being seen. Little seed spray. Looks like I need a little, like a berry here would be pretty for this spot. This really doesn't have to be perfect, just a pretty little assortment. Again, I'm taking those stems, wrapping them up as tight as I can with those wires, leaving a few ends. And then I've got my two ends from before, so I'm coming up on top of those stems, laying a few of these base stems across and pulling those wires through. Oh, off with his head. Lost one. All right. Gonna grab him and put him back on his little stem. Can be fixed. That's one thing about artificial. It's a good way to get started because you can fix any boo-boo you make. It's a good way to learn floral design. And at the top, I'm gonna cluster all these pretty sunflowers to kind of give a little more cluster of color. Same as before, I'm using my wire. Twist them all in. And then I'm going to come up to where my other wire was. Twist it in. And since this is gonna be the bottom and this is gonna be the top, I'm gonna shape these flowers to kind of perk up this top. Here's where you just start shaping. Kind of control where each stem goes. This sunflower's hiding, so I'm gonna pull them out. All this wire, I can make a horseshoe shape, I can bend a circle. There's a berry hiding down in here, so this is really where you just kind of take control. Loosen up your stems, pull it out a little bit so everything's starting to get a little wilder. It was tight before with all the binding, but now we can loosen it up now that all the functional product is holding. So really the wilder and looser we make, it just looks so much prettier than a stiff little blob hanging off your door. You want a little bit of dimension, pulling this even forward. kind of facing up, because as I walk up to my door or my gate, I'm gonna see that pretty shape. So now I've got to hide my little top piece, and so sometimes I'll use a little extra wire and just bind everything one more time. Just tighten it up if anything feels loose. You've got plenty of extra wire in there. But I will also take my ribbon, and that is a great way to just even tie a simple knot and loop over where my items were. Just kind of tighten it up, pull my streamers out so that pretty stems can show. Kind of go behind. If you're not a bow person, it could be pretty just to have that sash. Just tying the most base of ears, kind of do a couple little loops is fine enough for this, because you got pretty in sunflowers and things. You can kind of gauge where you want your stems. Just take a little more of that wire. And now I'm just going to lay that across where my knot was, and it kind of gives the facade of a bow, even though I haven't really tied the perfect bow. I'm trying to make this as simple as we can for you at home. And now we have, where you can shape all our wide ribbon, we have a down drop that you can hang on your door or your lantern. So it's the Summer Sunshine Bouquet. Did I lose the leaf? Oh no! It's okay, I have plenty of wire. I can wire it back in. But give this a try at home. You can try the kit. You can make the bouquet, you can make the wreath, or the down swag. Thanks, guys.